Coach, lots of places to start after this one. Why don't we maybe pick your brain about your goaltender here tonight? Came up very much.
Yeah, right back to where he was before he got COVID. I thought, his last two starts obviously wasn't very good in Pittsburgh, but, Berkey said he was ready tonight, and this is his old team, and certainly he was.
And you mentioned yesterday Tim Stützle was your best player, maybe your best forward on the ice against the Washington Capitals. Can you say that again tonight, perhaps?
Yeah, for sure. And, I probably could have had him some more minutes, but he obviously a little struggle in the circle there. So I was putting some guys to win some draws, but he's the difference maker for us tonight.
Coach, is this one of those games where you, like after last night and the disappointment of last night, you were thankful to be back at it as quickly as you were?
Yeah. These games are just going to come quick, regardless if it's back-to-back or one day and then another game. So you just got to turn the page. And, the first period, it looked like they were really skating and we weren't. But we hung on. Forsey hung us in there, and we got some timely goals, and we just, we found a way to check ourselves to a victory.
Chris Garria, Post Media.
EJ, not that I'm comparing him to him, but that goal by Stutz like Connor McDavid, just with the individual skill and the effort there.
Yeah, and then he almost had a couple more tonight. He's had good legs, and I look forward to down the stretch here. I like that look of him, Formanton and Batherson. It's a lot of speed and skill, and it gives us a few more options. So I thought, he looks more and more dangerous every night.
And why did you make that switch?
I think Crowley was doing a really good job for them, being above Norris and those guys. They weren't as sharp as they've been, the Norris line, and then it gives us two offensive lines and kind of two checking lines there. But in saying that, also, I think you got to look at Tyler Ennis comes in after sitting two, was as good as anyone, had scoring chances, had the puck all night. That's the Enzo I know. He just needed a little reset there, and I thought he was great tonight.
I think you did a good job, too, in that third period, getting this one home.
Yeah, we were calmer. We gave up a few. They were pushing. But we just, we took care of the inside of the ice, especially in our zone. They had, a lot of zone time, but we did a pretty good job there. And RD did a good job boxing out. And then under pressure a bunch of times, I thought Branny skated us out of trouble, rather than just, flip it out or give it away. I just thought he showed a lot of poise a couple times late, almost carrying it to the red line himself.
And just the last one for me, DJ, just because tomorrow's an off day, just on you're going home to an empty rink.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I just think we could get in a little groove here at home. When you get the fans yelling, any fans is exciting, and it'd be nice to have ours. It's an unfortunate situation. We need our fans. It's part of the atmosphere coming to Ottawa. We want to make Ottawa a place over the years to come that you don't want to come into. Our fans could jump on you with our play, and we score, we get it, get jumping, and with no fans, it makes it really tough.
Ian Mendez, The Athletic.
Hey, DJ, I got a couple for you. You mentioned Brandstrom was pretty good the back half of that game, looking calm. What do you see when he plays on his offside? Are you seeing his ability to kind of still carry the puck out? And he had about 16 minutes with Shabbat at even strength. What do you like about that?
Well, he's a little more dangerous in the O-zone with the structure that we have right now. It makes it harder for him when he comes around the net to get any kind of wood on it if he wants to go long with it. He has to play on his backhand. But also, I like those two together tonight, and I thought he did a really good job. But when you put them both together, it kind of shortens our puck movement a little bit in the other group. So as good as it is to have them together, it's also nice when, one's in one group and one's in the other, and they both can break us out. So when he's skating like that and, and making plays, he's a really good player. But I think what's not being noticed here is he's making these passes, making plays, and everyone's talking about that. I think what's not being talked about is how hard he's playing in his own zone. He's closing so much quicker. He's so much more confident for sure, but his reads are better. Just the whole thing, his whole package is really, has really improved.
And my other question would be, what was your message to the group after 40 minutes? Because you were kind of in the same spot as last night, ahead after two. What did you say to the group after 40?
Well, we got to stay on it. Don't back up. And, face-offs, we were pulling out a little bit at the end of the second period. I know we did that last night. And, it's a natural reaction. You want to get back, but you have to stay on it. We don't want to back up. You get a lead. You can't just sit back. And I thought we still did it a little bit. Give them credit, though. They hemmed us in. They quick-upped us. We had a tough time getting changes. But I thought we did a good job overall.
My one is from Matt Tidcombe on site.
DJ, you touched on Anton Forsberg, but in the first period, how good was he? I mean, he made a lot of big saves to kind of keep you guys in it.
He saw everything tonight. He just was a step ahead of everything. The goal that beat him, was a double seamer, and it's a great feeling for your team when you got a goalie that's feeling it like that. He's seeing it. He's in a groove, and he was motivated. This team cast him aside. And players, always have that in the back of their mind. That they got cut for a certain player, and you kind of carry that with you, and it's good to see him get that.
After 9 of 10 on the road, you guys get to head home now for I think it's 13 home games and 16 games. How nice would it be to get into a routine of being at home, being in your own bed, coming to the rink every day, back in Ottawa?
Oh, it's great, but we got to win these home games. I mean, we're playing really good on the road right now. We're in every game. We're winning games. We just finished over 500 on these 9 games, but we got to get winning at home, and we got to be hard to play against that home, and we got to establish a little bit of an identity in our building. And no fans hurts, but we've got to establish something here at home over this stretch that we can build on.